everyone, welcome to Free Your Mind Friday. I'm Dr. Napatia, and I want to thank you for watching my video. For those of you who don't know, last year I started a health forum entitled Free Your Mind Friday, where I provide information to the public related to mental health and physical health and total body wellness. And so this year, 2017, I saw it as a great opportunity to do some new things. And so now I'm going to be coming to you via my new YouTube channel, Napatia T. Gettings, MD. And I'm going to be offering a lot of new things on my website. One of the new features on the website that I'm really excited about is my 20-minute consultations. Those of you who already follow me on social media may have already seen some posts about this, but I want to explain a little bit as to what these consultations consist of. A lot of times when we go to the doctor, we have many questions that are not answered because the time frame that's allowed for a clinical appointment doesn't permit some of those questions to be answered. And so what I am providing for the public is an opportunity to have a consultation with myself, a mental health professional, regarding any and everything related to mental health and mental wellness. And so I'm offering this even if you are already seeing a professional, if you are in therapy, if you are seeing a psychiatrist, but you still have questions about your treatment plan, your treatment approach, and just have some things that you want to know more about and you want to ask a professional. That's why these consultations are available. And so you'll be able to find the link at my website, clarionconscience.com. That's CLARIONCONSCIENCE.com. So I want to start off this new year talking about titles. A lot of times when we talk about mental health treatment, different professionals get clumped together and people don't really know what each professional does or what their training is. And I think it's really important before you even consider talking to a mental health professional that you know what it is that we do. So to start off, when we use the term mental health treatment, for the most part, we're talking about anything of and related to the brain. Now, what I like to remind everybody is that our body is multisystemic. We are comprised of 12 major organ systems, one of which is the central nervous system. And our central nervous system also includes our brains. And so it is the powerhouse. It is the part of our body that takes in all of our sensations, makes decisions, experiences emotions, and all these fabulous things. And when it comes to the medical field, we actually break down the treatment of the brain into different categories. And so the three major specialties of medicine that deal with brain function are neurology, neurosurgery, and also psychiatry. So for those of you who don't know, psychiatrists, we are mental health professionals. We're also medical doctors. We go to medical school after completing 4 years of undergrad, and after medical school we complete residency training in psychiatry. And for those doctors that wish to go on and specialize in other areas of psychiatry, we have the opportunity to do that as well. Some of the specialties that we can pursue include child and adolescent psychiatry, forensic psychiatry, geriatric psychiatry, consultation liaison. And so there's a wide range of specialties that are available to anyone who's interested in pursuing a career in psychiatry. Now, for the most part, our role in treatment includes medication management. However, we are well equipped and trained to also provide a wide array of therapeutic services. However, we do a lot of times depend on other mental health professionals to support us with those therapy services. So some of you may be familiar with licensed clinical social workers or licensed clinical professional counselors, and also, of course, your psychologists or your clinical psychologists. All of these individuals have different initials behind their name to indicate their level of training and their area of expertise. But we are all part of the mental health community. And so when we use the word, or the term, I should say, mental health treatment provider, you can be referring to any number of those levels of training. So for myself, for those of you who don't know, I am a double board certified child and adolescent and adult psychiatrist. I'm originally from Chicago. I'm practicing in Orland Park, Illinois, and I'm really passionate about educating the public about how to maintain their health. It's that simple. I truly believe in a preventative model approach to practicing medicine. Although we have come a long way with many treatment modalities, I am passionate about prevention. And one of the things that I think is really important for everyone to acknowledge is that in order for us to help decrease some of these statistics that exist today, like our suicide rate, which happens to be higher than our homicide rate. A lot of people don't realize that because you don't see that on the news. Oftentimes we see these sensationalized stories of homicide, but the truth is, every day in this country, in the United States, more people die at their own hands. And so if you can understand that, you can understand why it's so important that we as a nation and within our communities learn more about what affects our mental health and also how to preserve our mental health. So one of the questions that I wanted to answer that came up from social media was, what is stigma and why is there so much attention now being drawn to stigma? Stigma is a prejudice. It is a false belief that creates judgment around an individual. And unfortunately, our history in the United States of America has created a lot of stigma around being diagnosed with a mental health with a mental health disorder. And I don't even like to use the word disorder. I'm also very careful with educating people about being careful with labeling, with diagnostics, and not overly identifying with any diagnosis that you may receive. A lot of times individuals will shy away from getting treatment because they are afraid of the negative judgment that they may receive from people that learn about their diagnosis. They worry about job opportunities. They worry about how family members and strangers may treat them. And this creates a lot of burden. And that burden, unfortunately, keeps a lot of people not seeking treatment. And one of the reasons why I like this consultation service that I'm going to be rolling out is a lot of times people don't even want to get up and go to the doctor. They are unfortunately too embarrassed because of stigma and stigmatizing attitudes to actually see a mental health professional. And so I'm hopeful that these consultations will provide some additional privacy and will open up more opportunities for those individuals who are reluctant to see a mental health professional to actually reach out and do so. So I started a platform basically entitled No Judgment Zone because I am really passionate about eradicating stigmatizing beliefs. There's no reason why an individual who is going to the doctor for treatment of one of their biological systems should be treated any differently than if they were going to the doctor to receive treatment for another biological system. And I'm sure everyone out there can respect and appreciate that. I shouldn't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be labeled or looked upon in a negative way because I have a diagnosis that involves my brain or my central nervous system. So what I really want to do this year is I want to normalize this thing. I want to help everyone to understand that we can talk about the brain and brain health just like we can talk about any other part of the body. The first thing we've got to really understand is how the brain works. We can't know how to take care of it if we don't even know what it does. So I'm going to spend a lot of time this year covering topics related to brain health, how to maintain brain wellness, whether it's from exercise, nutrition, healthy daily habits, prayer, meditation, mindfulness. We're going to cover all of those things, and we're going to learn a lot more about how our central nervous system ties into our other systems in the body. I want to remind you, we are a multisystemic unit. You cannot have one part of your body be in poor health, or one system in your body be in poor health, and it not affect the other systems. A lot of times within the medical field, the body gets chopped up, and we have what we call different areas of specialty. So if you see a heart doctor, you're going to a cardiologist. If you're seeing a lung doctor, you're going to a pulmonary specialist. Although Western medicine does split the body up for the sake of treatment, we have to come back to a holistic approach to taking care of ourselves. We have to realize that if I'm struggling with depression, it may also be linked to nutritional deficiencies. It may be linked to my gastrointestinal system. If I'm experiencing mood swings, I may need to take a look at my hormones. I may need to follow up with an endocrinologist. And the endocrinologist and the other specialists all need to communicate with one another. I am very, very, very excited about this preventative, informative approach to treatment. I want you to get excited about it too, because this is what matters, our health. Without good health, you don't have anything. I don't care how much money you're making, how many trips you get to go on. If you're not in good health, all of that shuts down. And I'm here to educate the community and to promote wellness to each and every one of you. I'm going to be here every Friday with a new topic, but I want this to be interactive. I want all of you following me on social media, Instagram, Napatia T. Gettings MD. Please leave your comments. Please give me some feedback. Any questions that you have that are unanswered, whether it's about a diagnosis, whether it's about medication, whatever it is, I want to know. I want to be able to do that homework for you, to bring you these answers, and I want to keep this discussion alive, and I want to keep it going. I'm going to come here every Friday for Free Your Mind Friday and bring you good information, not constant negative news, not news that is draining you and depleting you of your energy, but instead uplifting you and empowering you and teaching you through knowledge and learning how to take care of yourself. I want you to make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Napatia T. Gettings MD. Also, please visit the website clarionconscience.com and join me back here next Friday as we start to dive into some of these new topics in 2017. March is Brain Awareness Month. We're going to cover a lot of information, and I want you to be a part of the conversation. Thank you, and be well.